Hello and welcome to the channel. Senegal has recently elected a new president, Bassirou Diomaye Faye. My goal with this video is to promote discussion and share an unbiased perspective. From prison in Dakar to the presidency, Senegal's anti-establishment president, Bassirou Diomaye Faye, has the captivating charisma of his mentor and opposition leader, Ousmane Sonko. Despite being a former tax inspector and relatively unknown to the public a year ago, Bassirou Diomaye Faye was the candidate from Senegal's main opposition party. His win in the elections on Sunday, March 24th, signifies a historic victory. Just a year ago, Bassirou Diomaye Faye was only recognized as the second in command of his party, PASTEF, behind the controversial Ousmane Sonko. He made headlines when he was arrested on April 14, 2023, following a Facebook post where he criticized the trampling of the justice system. This criticism led to his imprisonment for undermining state security. Today, he is the president of Senegal. The president-elect of Senegal has pledged to combat corruption and prioritize national reconciliation once he assumes office. Mr. Faye, main competitor from the governing coalition, Amadou Ba, has already admitted defeat. This sets the stage for the 44-year-old political newcomer to become the youngest president in the country's history. His speech was delivered in French and Wolof. Unfortunately, I could not find a way to translate the Wolof portion, so I'll only share the French part. Now, without further ado, let's listen to the first official speech of Bassirou Diomaye Faye as President of Senegal.
My compatriots and the foreigners who live among us. The holding of the presidential election we have just experienced is above all the victory of the people. The Senegalese people in their committed fight for the defense of their sovereignty and democratic values. This victory is therefore that of all Senegalese women and all Senegalese people here and in the diaspora. Let us give thanks to God for allowing us to live this historical moment of our nation's life. I would like to thank the Senegalese people for choosing me and beyond me, for the project that I carry and share with many compatriots. I salute the stance of the other candidates who, without exception, have honored a well-known Senegalese tradition even without waiting for the official results to be proclaimed by the competent state authorities. Their messages of congratulations are an important testament to their greatness, their humility, their attachment to Republican values and democratic principles. I salute the stance of President Macky Sall, whose vigilance and commitment have ensured a free, democratic and transparent election, which will thus be a result recognized by all the protagonists. While listening to the pains and sufferings experienced in recent years, the broken lives as well as the ones that were lost, I would like to recognize and salute the attachment of our people to democracy, justice and equality. I also thank and congratulate all the leaders of political parties, associations, citizen movements, and independent personalities who have believed in our project, have supported the coalition that I represent. I join the other candidates to congratulate the state services that have ensured the material organization of the election. The international observers, who I also associate with my thanks, will undoubtedly testify to the regularity of the vote. By electing the President of the Republic, the Senegalese people have chosen to break away to give faith to the immense hopes raised by our social project and to give body to these aspirations. I commit to govern with humility and transparency, to combat corruption at all levels. I commit to dedicating myself fully to the rebuilding of our institutions and the strengthening of the foundations of our living together. I call on our brothers and sisters in Africa so that together we consolidate the gains obtained in the process of building the integration of ECOWAS, while correcting weaknesses and changing certain methods, strategy and political priorities. I will carry out similar actions with the same ardor out of obligation for the unity and political and economic integration of the continent. I declared to the international community and our bilateral and multilateral partners that Senegal will always maintain its rank. It will remain the friendly country, a sure and reliable ally for all partners who will engage with us in a virtuous, respectful, and mutually productive relationship. I have a thought for women and young people. An important part of the nation's resources will be mobilized to alleviate their suffering and their lack of prospects. The Senegalese people have understood and chosen a project that will allow to unleash the creative energy that lies dormant in each of us, and to mobilize and value the important human, spiritual, and natural resources that abound in our country to make it the engine of our rebound. In view of the emergencies and the hope placed in us, we will work tirelessly and methodically around the priority sites, the most important of which in our eyes are national reconciliation and the reconstruction of the bases of our living together, the refoundation of institutions and the significant reduction of the cost of living, inclusive national sectoral projects on the evaluation and revival of public policies. My dear compatriots, this election occurred in a context marked by a pre-electoral crisis that cost lives, caused numerous injuries, and saw many patriots imprisoned. We intend to turn this page to reconcile hearts and reconcile Senegalese, and put ourselves together to work that should mark and realize the hope that was aroused by my election and the project that I carry.
As I said earlier, the remainder of the speech was in Wolof, and unfortunately, I was unable to transcribe and verify the information, so I chose to omit it. Please share this video with anyone who might be interested in this topic. Currently, the international community, particularly the West, is relieved, as they were hoping to avoid another unsettling situation in Africa. However, as we know, there's a chance this sentiment could shift as the new president initiates his changes. The president-elect Faye is admired for his humble rural background. Unlike his mentor Ousmane Sonko, Faye was jailed yet still able to run for presidency. Their platform is not France-friendly, and they represent a region of Senegal that is seldom in the spotlight. Do you believe they will deliver on their promise for change? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you would like more content like this, please let me know. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.